This video will show you how to simplify fractions. And what simplify means is getting it into its simplest state, so where we have the lowest digits, often they're unit fractions. So unit, I mean 1 unit at the top as the numerator, 1/2 here. So effectively I've got here where I finished with equivalent fractions. Simplifying is going the other way, it's the inverse effectively. 3 out of 6, 3/6, simplified in its simplest form is the same as a half. So you're still finding equivalence, but you're going the other way. There are a few ways of doing this. If I gave you the fraction 80 hundredths, the simplest way of doing it, the easiest way, but it's the longest way, is just trying to divide the denominator and the numerator by 2. And just like in the equivalent fractions, we're still finding fractions that are the same, and therefore whatever we do to the bottom we have to do to the top. Effectively we are dividing by 2/2, which is the same as dividing by 1, because 2/2 is a whole. So if we divide by 2/2, the value will stay the same. Divide by 1, the value stays the same. 50 divided by 1 equals 50. But the appearance is going to change, and we're going to simplify it using lower numbers as the numerator and the denominator. So let's give it a go. 100 divided by 2 is 50. 80 divided by 2 is 40. So 40 fiftieths is simpler than 80 hundredths, but it's not the simplest form. We need to keep going until we get to the simplest form. And what we do here again, nice and easily, we say, they're both even numbers, yes, so we can divide them both by 2 again. So that'll equal 50 divided by 2 is 25, 40 divided by 2 is 20. But now we have a problem, because 20 and 25 are not both even numbers. So think, right, what else can we divide it by? Can we get 3's into 20 and 25? No. Can we get 4's? We can get 4's into 20, because that's 4 times 5 is 20. No, can't get it to 25. What about 5? Yeah, 5 4 is 20, 5 5 is 25. So we divide it by 5. So effectively we are dividing by 5/5, which is the same as dividing by 1 again. 25 divided by 5 equals 5. 20 divided by 5 equals 4. 4/5. Now, can we divide it by anything else? You should notice, now that you know your prime numbers, that 5 is prime. It's a prime number. So it can only be divided by itself, 5 and 1. Well, 1's not going to change it at all. And can I divide 4 by 5? No. So 4/5 is the simplest form of 80/100. The other way we can do it is by trying to spot other numbers that go into 80 that are larger than 2. So straight away, actually, it'd be very good if you can notice that 80 and 100 are both divisible by 10. The simple trick is if they've both got 0 units, they can be divisible by 10. So let's divide that by 10. Okay, both top and bottom by 10. Again, 10/10. Dividing by 10/10 is the same as dividing by a whole. 100 divided by 10 is 10. 80 divided by 10 is 8. 8 out of 10. Okay, can I divide it further? Yes, they're both even, so I can divide by 2. So that goes to 4/5, which is the same answer I got last time in its simplest form. And the final and quickest method, as long as you know your factors, is this way. 80 hundredths. So firstly I'm going to do it on the board to be thorough. I'm going to work out all the factors of 80. 1 and 80, 2 and 40, 3 and 4 and 20, 5 and 16, 6 and 7 and 8 and 10. And then if I do all the factors of 100, sorry, 1 and 100, just put this line down here so you can see the difference. 2 and 50, 3 and 4 and 25, 5 and 20, 6 and 7 and 8 and 8 times, no, 8, that's not going to work either. 9, 10 times 10, so just 10. Now, to work out the quickest way, it's going to be the you need to do common factors, but the highest common factor. So if you look what is in both, we've got 10 and 10. Any higher? 16, no. 20 and 20. So 20 and 20 is the highest common factor. Highest common factor of 80 and 100 equals 20. This is why you should be doing your factors before you do your fractions. So we are going to now divide top and bottom by 20 because they are both divisible by 20. And that 80 divided by 20 is 4, 100 divided by 20 is 5. So in all fractions, if you can find the highest common factor of them both, you'll be able to simplify it to its simplest form straight away.